Hello, everybody. I'm Jeremiah from Team Righteous Gaming.
Hey guys, I'm Tyler from Righteous Gaming. Thanks for taking time to watch the video. We really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Our next goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. So we are here in Taiwan. It is Thursday night before the world premiere officially starts. There's a lot of excitement around online and in person from the people that we've come across. We've been here all day. We've been here since 4 a.m. out exploring the city, taking naps, sleeping off the jet lag. But man, is there a lot of things that we want to talk about before the world premiere starts?
Yeah, like one of those things is allocations and how it's a little bit of a challenge for a lot of people trying to get their product before nationals. They're kind of worried they might not be able to get their hands on a whole lot of boxes. So, Tyler, what do you think about that? Like, what's going on with that?
Well, I'm in a unique spot because I'm not in LGS. I don't have access to distribution, but I am a vendor for Flesh and Blood, and I will be vending at U.S. Nationals. I've been able to talk to a lot of stores over the past couple weeks. Been in contact with stores who are vending, stores who are not vending, and allocations are seeming very tight right now. And so I know that there's a lot of players out there that are worried come nationals that they're not going to be able to get the cards that they need for the tournament. But I think there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Things that has happened for either LSS or for stores or for distro regarding products that we just can't control, that are out of our control, out of LSS's control. And so I think a lot of the panic, a lot of the dooming that's out there right now is, even if it may be justified, it just doesn't help any. It just doesn't help the cause. But I think the vendors are going to be fine. There are some vendors that may be panicking, but I think it's a little premature. I think there's going to be a lot of product there still. Stores I've talked to have either been getting more boxes than they were initially told, just because of nationals, and we're just figuring it out. And so I know for myself, for our booth at Righteous Gaming, we ended up buying a lot of boxes at MSRP from different places, because I just wanted to have singles for the players, for you guys, at nationals. And so we bought a lot of boxes at MSRP so that we could open them for singles. Bought some from Star City Games, some from other sources, getting a few trickling in from some other stores I know that are willing to help me out to get singles to the players in advance. Stores that have gotten larger allocations that are willing to help either give me singles to sell or give me boxes so that I can open them. And even if I have to pay more than normal stores pay for them, I'm totally fine with that, because my goal is to get cards to the players. So like MinMax earlier today talked about how they're shipping boxes and it's eating into some of their margin on the boxes, and they're totally willing to do that for players. I think that's awesome. I think that stores for this event know that players are struggling and hurting for their prospects of getting singles for this event. And I think that a lot of the vendors are doing everything that they can in order to get the singles that to the players that need them. And so when you come to Vegas, when you come to nationals, expect there to still be singles. The stores will be open Thursday night from 5 to 9 so that you can get shopping in, last minute shopping before Vegas, so that you don't have to show up Friday morning and get your singles and struggle knowing which deck you're going to play. And so just show a lot of grace to the vendors, to the staff of the event, because a lot of the people who are working to make the event happen have nothing to do with the supply issues. You know, it's a larger issue behind the scenes. And so my goal is to not let those supply issues get in the way of nationals, of the event. And I hope that you guys as players won't let those issues get in the way of your experience in the event either, because it's U.S. Nationals. For us, it's the biggest event of the year, except for Worlds, of course, which we have this year. But it's the biggest event of the year. Everyone comes together in the flesh and blood. We see old friends, we meet new friends, and it's a great time of excitement and joy. And so I'm gonna choose to be joyous, and I'm gonna choose to do everything I can to get singles for players. And so let's just have a good event. Jeremiah, what are your thoughts as a player regarding nationals coming up?
Well, I think you said something really important there. Is just choosing to be happy. because it's really easy to just get angry and look down and be really stressed. Because like prepping for nationals is a stressful thing. Let me tell you, I'm feeling a bit of the stress myself, thinking, oh, can I get these cards, or am I going to figure out these heroes correctly? Do I even know what's in the set? But there's also a lot of fun behind that, where there's a lot of mystery and excitement and everything. So as I'm like preparing, and I'm really excited for the world premiere tomorrow to see some of these cards that are happening, that are coming out, that are being released. Um, so I'm really embracing the idea of being happy and ready for Nat season coming up. Some things that I'm doing too is just reading the cards over and over and over again, just trying to figure out what do these heroes do, and what's their best route forward, how to build them, and even how to counteract them. And those are just some of the ways that I'm playing to nationals this year.
And like, if you're concerned about playing one of the newer heroes for nationals, like bring a backup deck.
Yep.
I know like it's not fair and it's not something that we should be doing on a high level event like this, but it is what it is, right? The state of shipping right now, the state of the world, like there's just a lot of stuff going on that we can't control. And if you need to bring a backup deck in case you can't get all the singles you need for the deck you want to play this weekend, like so be it. Like don't let it get in the way of your experience. But uh, as vendors, we're doing everything we can. I even flew out to Taiwan this week, so I can buy high C singles for you guys, so I can get access to more product. I don't have distro access, but I can go to tournaments and I can come here to the world premiere and get product for you guys. And so we're doing everything we can. I know stores are calling their distros every day, begging and begging for more boxes. And so just be patient. We'll see what happens, and we're gonna do our best to try to make it a good event for everyone. And so now I want to talk about the ban restricted announcement. It came up on Monday. We've been traveling all week, so now is the first time we get to talk about it. So Jeremiah, I wanted to get your thoughts as a player, one who's going to be playing in nationals. What are your thoughts on the banned cards?
Well, I think it was completely necessary what they did. They needed to tone down Florian a bit. It's exactly what I was expecting. I wasn't quite expecting them to take out Germany, but when I saw what they unbanned after that, which also surprised me, that made a lot of sense. So first, banning Scepter makes sense because they want to have a faster gameplay, and showing up against a Florian, not knowing if you need AB4 or 1 is kind of unfair. So, or at least it's another layer that you don't really want or need to plan for. Um, and the second part was getting rid of Germinate. That one was surprising. But then when we got to the unbanned cards, when it was the choose your count your blessings blue, then it made all sense to me. It was like, okay, life gain is becoming a problem in this meta.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool. LSS has been talking about in recent dev talks how they want to be more proactive in their bans. And so I think that Germinate was one of them, and that was their explanation. Though there's a card coming in high seas that's going to interact with it. And so this is the first step to them being proactive in their bans instead of being reactive a lot. I wanted to talk about Bonds of Ancestry. I'm a Katsu guy myself. I'm a Katsu player. Awesome. I think this is what should have been all along. And I remember actually talking to Brian in Chicago last December, and I said, Brian, when are we going to get Bonds back? And he said, never. We're never going to get that card back. Well, we have it back. Thanks, Brian. And I appreciate it. But I think personally from my Katsu playing, Katsu only becomes a B, C tier hero. He becomes playable again, which is great, but I still think he's lacking. And so maybe we get an expansion slot card this set that helps him out a lot. Retrace the Past has gone up in price. A lot of Katsu cards have gone up in price, but I think he's playable now, so you can take him to Armories again, which is exciting. But I don't think he's a pick to win the tournament with. But yeah, so that was a good one. Anything you want to talk about Blitz?
I think the only notable thing is they got rid of Stormstriders.
About time, right?
Yeah, like I was like, okay, it was gone, but it came back, and now it's gone again. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, right. That extra turn, right?
Well, I'm actually surprised they didn't get rid of Seeds or the banned Seeds crown of Seeds. Right, they kept it in there. That's also interesting to note. The crown of Seeds stayed, Stormstriders left, but other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say about it.
Yeah, Living Legend format. I know there's been a lot of debate online this week about were the changes good, were they bad? I know I'm on the favor of them being great changes. You can refer to my most recent video that I did talking about the Living Legend format. A lot of the issues and problems that I noted are maybe being solved with this new announcement. But as a player, what do you think about the changes?
So at first I was really like kind of nervous. I've been thinking about it over the past couple of days because it feels like there's a constant flow of restrictions and let's figure it out. But the thing I do like, and this fits with LSS's principles, is that they're following through with their promise, where they want to make Living Legend a format that is playable, that is balanced, that people can show up to and compete in. But most importantly, have fun with. And I think that Living Legend format is a really fun format, and I trust that by come June 30th, when they do the next BnR, that they'll have enough data on the Living Legend format to say, hey, you know what? The bans that we did worked. Now we're going to tone this hero down a bit, fix this up, and now suddenly this feels like a really balanced format. And to be fair, it has been a bit of a balanced format despite having overpowered heroes like Chain and Starvo in the meta. There's still a lot of heroes that are very viable.
Yeah, and we're fortunate and lucky to be involved with a game where the game developers and designers really care about the players. Some other TCGs, they care about profits, they care about money. LSS cares about us, the players. They want us to have a good experience with the game, so they're making these changes and with that goal in mind. And so, I think this might lead to more heroes ascending to Living Legend, more of the older heroes, which has been a problem that I've noted, and allows younger heroes to get to stay around longer. And so, also a good thing as well that players were wanting. And so, I think I'm at a solid wait and see. I think this policy needs to be coupled with more proactive bans, which we're seeing with Germinate. And so I have hope for the future that this change is going to solve and fix the system. And so I think we'll just have to see on this one.
Yeah, we just got to wait, and that's all right. I'm always cool with waiting and seeing because LSS has not been disappointing me as of late.
Yeah. Someone asked me, well, Katu might LL faster now. And I said, I mean, 1.5 times of 0 is still 0, right? He's still going to be around for a while still, so.
And it's okay though, because if Katsu comes back and he's good for 6 months, it's better than him sticking around and being too good for 9 months or never having a chance to shine at all. Like, we don't need 7 different seasons and metas, including the same heroes. We can move on to other heroes after they had their time in the sun.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reactions to spoilers. We haven't talked about spoilers reactions on the channel yet, so I want to talk about that. So, player, what do you think?
I am very excited for this set. I think that each hero brings something unique and different to the game. I think that Gravy Bones being a new class offers a brand new deck building challenge that's really interesting to me as I look at past cards, how they can help this present class that has very little to no support. I mean, this is the first class with Necromancer and Pirate. So it's like, all right, well, now I really have to sift through all of the cards from the past to see what actually makes Gravy Bones tick and what brings him together as a cohesive unit. So I think that's probably the most exciting part for me. Yeah, sure, it's Necromancer, but him being a brand new class, brand new play style, something that we haven't seen with a tap and untap mechanic, that is really exciting me about these spoilers.
I know that you've played a lot of Dromai in the past. Is Gravy Bones going to be similar to Dromai, different?
I feel like he's going to have, when he plays his allies, they're going to be a bit more impactful and harder to deal with, but not as, go wide, right? Mm-hmm. Dromai just felt overwhelming. Gravy Bones just feels like he's going to sneak up out of nowhere and win, right? And
sometimes he'll say, oh, Dromai can do that too, though.
This is true, but I don't think it's going to feel as painful as and bad as Dromai, because I think there's some counterplay measures people can make against Gravy Bones with his not being able to block with allies from hand is a pretty big weakness. Because Dromai could block with her dragons if she wanted to. If Gravy Bones pulls up a hand of all allies, well, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Might have to call to the grave on that one.
No.
All right. That was terrible. But you're playing the Calling this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm playing the World Premiere, naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what do you think about the limited format? What do you think we're going to see this weekend?
Oh my goodness, I think that it's such an interesting set. There's so many layers to it, with all mechanologists having to have all the counters on the cogs, and then you have this brand new hero that we don't really know how it's going to shake up, and then you also have a new ranger that just gets to load for free on draw. So not only do you get the benefit of drawing, but you also get the benefit of loading. I don't know. It's it's going to be a very different limited experience because most of these heroes don't really have weapons. I have to read up on the mechanologist weapon just to confirm this. Her fatigue strategies might be a little bit more difficult to pull off. So I don't know if any hero can end up fatiguing the other heroes. But like we mentioned, I think that in limited format, however, I think Gravy Bones has an opportunity to really overwhelm people. Where Marlin might be just trying to blast face with a giant arrow, right, and with a nasty on hit, and I don't know. I feel like Puffin just kind of sneaks up out of nowhere with just like, oh, here's a majestic bomb that's suddenly a 1 for 7 with go again, right? Like that's where I'm just kind of looking at it. We don't really have many cards spoiled right now, so it's really hard to say like what's keeping everything together because that's what the commons and rares are. It's like those are all the cards that really give each of these heroes identities. So
we only know like what, a third of the set so far.
Barely, and those are the majestics. Most of the cards revealed so far are majestics, and we just don't have. When you're playing, when you were playing like Rosetta Limited, you maybe saw like one channel Millennium Tree in an entire sealed event. So the majestics don't have that much of an impact on your overall deck building.
Mm-hmm. Is there a default hero that? Because usually in sets there's like an aggro deck that everyone defaults to. You know, Rosetta was Florian. I don't know what Hunter was. I didn't play any Hunter Limited, but usually there's like a default aggro. Is there a default deck that players can fall back on, or is each deck you have to have the right cards for?
I have a theory here. I think the default deck is going to be Pirate.
Oh.
I'm going to sidestep like the hero thing. I think it's going to depend on what your Pirates cards are that you pick up and those and how they synergize. So like maybe you're going to end up with some Pirate cards that synergize better with one hero and you'll lean towards them. Because I like I said, I don't have enough information so far to make that decision and such. But each hero feels complicated enough. Because when you tell me default hero, I think, oh, simple, Phi. Phi felt like a really good default hero.
Oh yeah.
Right. But I don't feel like any of the heroes in this set can be that default. But I feel like the Pirate class will be what determines what you go to.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited to hear what your thoughts are on the set, and maybe we'll follow up next week with your reactions on playing the set this weekend. So
there is one element about this set that I'm really interested in seeing what impacts limited play is that new macro, that island that just sits in the middle.
Yeah.
I thought at first we each had our own.
Oh.
We don't. It's one macro on the board and it gets counters, and whoever deals damage first gets all of the benefits of those counters. So it's like, man, you're really incentivized to put cards in your deck that block based off that macro. So I don't know, that I'm really interested to see how that pushes and pulls and influences my deck building decisions.
Awesome. Yeah, I love World Premieres. If you guys have never been to a World Premiere, I like World Premieres over like Pro Tours, you know, because you get to see the set for the first time. And that's just the fun of it. The joy of watching everyone in the room open up special cards. I mean, I think that they said that there's still 2 more big surprises that they haven't revealed yet for High Seas. You know, obviously it's going to be Codex and Warmongers. I've been saying this for a while.
Yeah.
At least Codex. Maybe not Warmongers, but we'll see. Do you have any ideas for what could be the surprises that we have left to see?
I think we're getting a new hero.
Being a new hero?
I don't know if
old or
honestly I have no clue. It could be both. It could be just old, it could just be young. I think that
Captain maybe.
Yeah, it could be just some like some pirate, just a straight pirate class. Maybe it's more flavor than impactful to the game, but it's still something exciting.
More like an Enigma New Moon, not one that's limited playable.
Right, yeah, exactly. Not a limited playable one, but just like a new hero to shake things up a little bit. And it's just the pirate class, so it doesn't feel too overwhelming for Nats players, but just something to add a little more flavor to the game.
Awesome. Shelter Girl, maybe?
Shelter Girl is a good call.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
cat game. One of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I'm still on Codex of Warmongers train just because I want to be right about this, you know? I think I'm less on Warmongers now than I was, and I'm more on Codex plus something cool. Maybe a pirate hat. You know, have we seen all the legendaries yet?
No.
There's still missing one?
I think we're still missing a couple. I think so. Right.
Interesting. Well,
we haven't seen a generic legendary, I don't think. I don't know if there is one in the set, but
I'm not sure. We'll probably get roasted in the comments if we're wrong.
Well, more than likely. That's okay, roast us, guys.
I do anyway.
Do it. Do it.
Cool. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about. If you're in Taiwan, come by the Righteous Gaming booth. We'd love to see you. Love to talk to you. We're gonna have metal fab tokens, hopefully, and we're gonna have Righteous Gaming gold coins as well. that we're gonna have for sale. And if you're in Vegas, we'd love to see you as well. We're not doing any pre-orders for any high seas cards. We'll have it all available Thursday at 5 p.m. for you, just because we don't know exactly what we're getting, what we're gonna be opening, but we'll have a decent supply of singles for you guys. Don't forget to join our Discord community. I put special deals on there. We have a travel blog on there that if you want to see pictures of our journeys, of our travels to these events, we put it there. So get connected with us. The link will be in the comments. Finally, if you want to keep track of your valuable cards that you open from high seas and see how they do value-wise over time, join findelscollection.com, promo code RIGHTEOUS, get your first month free. You'll be able to track your collection and cards over time. Really cool app. I recommend it to everyone. I used it to every show I do. I use it at the booth. So it's a great site. Findelscollection.com. The link will be in the comments. Well, Jeremiah, I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you helping me this weekend, and wish you good luck in your calling. And I can't wait to hear about how it goes for you.
Yeah, good luck on your polls in the world premiere.
I appreciate it. I gotta open that treasure pack on stream for you guys as soon as I can. Because I know we're all hungry. We're all hungry for that treasure pack.
Oh yeah.
So, again, thanks for watching the channel. Appreciate it. And have fun, everyone, with your high seas experience.
Enjoy that pre-release.